is Karina. Welcome to Karina's Bookshelf. For those who have not been to my channel and is new, welcome. I'm glad you made it to my channel. For those who are returning, thank you for coming back and watching my my video. Today what we're going to go over is my TBR cart. It is so full. I have 3 TBR cards, and so far this one's full. I have another one in the corner, and that one's already pretty much full, and then I have another one that's not full yet. So I'm thinking of keeping the empty one of the books that are coming in that I buy, and then save those for a book haul. And the other ones, well, I better hurry up and read, or else I'm not going to have anywhere to put these books. So let me scoot over so you can see a little bit of how many books I have. And then we'll just, I'm sorry, I'm on the floor. And then we'll just kind of go over a little bit. I'm not going to go over the synopsis or anything like that because there's too many. The first one I have on here is Powerless. I don't know if you can see it really well. The lighting's pretty bad in here right now. But it's Powerless. And yeah, I heard a couple of people talk about this. It's a hunted hunter destined for each other. So, and it's by Lauren Roberts, and it's Powerless. So hopefully it's a good book. I've been seeing around other videos, book talks, stuff like that. So that's that book. The next book on my TBR list is by Mia Sheridan, and it's called Stinger. That one looks good. I really did love the cover. It reminded me a lot of that one cover, Mile High. Sometimes you don't even realize anything is wrong until someone comes along and changes you and makes you want more. So this is going to be a romance book. This sounds good. So yeah, that is it. The Stinger by Mia Sheridan. And then we have Kylan, and this one's by Mia Sheridan as well. And I really like the colors on this one. It was so pretty. It's got purples and blues, and I just love the cover. So I'm sure this is another romance. Dirt poor hillbilly backwoods hick mountain folk. So that's Kylan. That sounded funny. I've been hearing a lot about this one, and I have it on my TBR, and I think I went over it when I had a book haul, but it's Forget Me Not, and this one's by Julie Soto, and I hear that it's, you know, it's popular, you know, a lot of people are talking about this book. A wedding planner and her grumpy ex must work together to plan a celebrity event in this delicious, spicy, and funny novel from fanfic sensation Julie Soto. So this is supposed to be good. Sounds good. Interesting. Can't wait to read that one. Other book I got was called Scarlet Princess, a reckless princess, an enemy kingdom, a mistake that could cost her everything. And this is a series. And this one's #1, and it's The Scarlet Princess by Robin D. Mannell and Ellie Madison. That's that book. So that one sounds good. Fantasy. I love fantasy. Not a very thick book. Let me see. Looks like it could be a fast read. Almost 300 pages. This has been on my TBR list forever, and I haven't had a chance to, I haven't come around to read it. I'm a mood reader. I have to be in the mood to read something, so, and I haven't been in the mood to read romance just yet, but this is To Love Jason Thorne by Ellie Maisie, and I believe she has another one too. I'm not sure, and it's purple. And I think it's To Hate Adam Connor, I think it is. But that's this one. And I haven't got the chance to read this one either. And this is about Jason Thorne, my brother's childhood friend. Oh, how stupidly in love with that boy I was. He was the first boy that made me blush, my first official crush. Sounds beautiful so far, right? That excitement that bubbles up inside you, that famous butterflies you feel from the very first time. He was the reason for them all. But you only get to live in that fairy tale world until they crush your hopes and dreams and then stomp on your heart for good measure. And boy, did he crush my heart into pieces. So, oh, that sounds good though. I'm going to read that one. I wish I could read really fast and absorb everything. And yeah, just read everything fast. Reckless. This is supposed to be a thriller, so I don't know too much about this one. But it's a beautiful, wild, strange Muro island in a desolate spot in the middle of the Pacific Ocean with a mysterious history of shipwrecks, cannibalism, and even rumors of murder. It's the perfect destination for the most adventurous travelers to escape everything except the truth. So this one sounds good too. I can't wait to read this one. And that's by Rachel Hawkins. Next book on my TBR list is What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walter. She also wrote the book The Summer of Broken Rules. God, I hope you can see that. It's kind of dark, but it's supposed to be really good. So, I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't read The House of The Summer of Broken Rules just yet. We're supposed to read that, but we haven't read it yet. The next book is Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. It's supposed to be a love story. And it kind of goes back and forth in years, you know. So it's supposed to be that type of book. And it's supposed to be romance. And it's a misconnection and a second chance at love. So that's supposed to be really good. Second one is a thriller. This one is Then She Was Gone. And this is by Lisa Jewell. An actual observed family drama with bone-chilling suspense. Oui, oui. Yeah, so we'll see what happens in this thriller. You know what I noticed? I noticed that some of the thrillers are really fast-paced. They pick up pretty quick, and that's, I like that. This is by V.E. Schwab, and it's called Vicious. I don't know too much about this or into this V.E. Schwab world. I hear he's really good, but I did get Vicious. The second one to it is Vengeful, and I think I did get that one too, but it's not in my cart here. So I think this is book part 1, and I heard good things about it, so I'm really excited to start reading those. Yeah, so there's that one. This one I really want to read. Kind of skeptical about it though, because it is considered more sci-fi than it is more fantasy. And this one's called Red Rising by Pierce Brown. And I've been seeing a couple of people reading this book and really saying good things about it. So hopefully I get into it. I hope I like it. I'm excited to start this book as soon as I get the chance. But it sounds really good, and people are giving it really good ratings, and they really like it to the point where, you know, they're moving on to the next couple of books. It's a series. So, and I'm not quite sure how many books are in the series. I think they would tell you in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 6. Wow. Hopefully it's good. This one's cute. This one kind of reminds me of that hockey one, romance, that people were going crazy about. But this one's called Behind the Net. And it's the Vancouver Storm series by Stephanie Archer. So this is not the same author as the one, that hockey one that was going around at first. I forgot the name of it. And it's supposed to be good. A romance. It's cute and cheesy. And I like that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens in this story. So as soon as I get right into reading, I will be able to tell you guys all about the books I've read and stuff. Kind of in a little slump a little bit right now. I do have a book club as well on Facebook. It's called Friends, Books, and Wine. And right now we're trying to read The Sundown Motel. And for some reason, I can't get into the book. I don't know what it is. Either I'm not paying attention to it. The words are just words. I don't know if it's the book I can't get into. Everyone in my book club enjoys it. But I just can't get into it. And I read everything. And I don't know what it is. So I'm giving it a second try. And I'm going to go through it. And then hopefully I can get through it. And that way, by the time my book club meeting happens, I'm able to be able to understand what they're talking about, because yeah, it's a hard book so far for me to read. The next book I got is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I love her, and her titles to her book is so long. The Ashes of Nightwing or something like that by Carissa Broadbent. I wonder if she has it in here. Yeah, sometimes they put their other books that are part of it. But it doesn't look like it in here. Let me check. No. But anyways, I heard this was good. I hope it's good as The Serpent and The Serpent and the Knight's Wings. I hope it's better than that. And part 2 of the other one that came out too. So I still need to read this one. Daughters of No World, The War of Lost and Hearts, Volume 1 by Carissa Broadbent. This is another one I can't wait to read. This is A Dream So Wicked. And usually these are by Tisona Odette. Are a retelling of the Cinderella stories, Tangled, the tale of Snow White, of the Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast, Little Red Riding Hood, and they retell them in these stories. And it's supposed to be really good. I love the colors to this one. But this is the one of I believe of Sleeping Beauty. And that's the one I want to read first. I have the others up on top. But this is the one I want to read first. I love it. The colors are beautiful. Hi, baby. My kitty just came in. The next one I have here is by Mariana Zapata. I've heard nothing but great things about her. She's a slow burn kind of romance, and it's called Wait For It. And this is the one that I have on my TBR for it. It's a big one, and I can't wait to read this one. I've heard nothing but good things about all her books. So, can't wait to read this one. I also got A Lust for Blood. I just recently got this one. Don't know what it's about. It said vampires. I said, yes, thank you. I'll take it. So I got it. So we ended up getting that. I hope it's good. I really do. I hope it's good. It sounds good on the last, on the back of the book, the synopsis of it sounds pretty good. So I hope it's good. It's Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRoe. I told you Larry Reed was reading it, and I picked it up, and it's on my TBR list to read, and I cannot wait to read it. And that's by Harley LaRoe. Her Soul to Take is the name of the book. This one I got a while back, and I heard nothing but good things. And maybe I should read this one instead of the Sundown Motel. But anyways, it's supposed to be really good. And it is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Heard nothing but good things about this book. I hear it's great. This whole series is awesome. So can't wait to sink my teeth into this one. No, Luna, I'm gonna drop my books. The next one I have is Georgie All Along. Just sounds cute. I think what happens is she goes into her hometown, and she needs to get away from something. She goes to her hometown, and she ends up running into an old school colleague, I believe. Don't take my word for it. And they rekindle their love there. And it's supposed to be sweet, just a sweet romance book. I can't wait to read it. I love heartwarming small town love stories. I think they're cute, and there's always a happy ending, and I really can't wait to read this one. That's by Kate Claiborne. Here's the book I was telling you guys about, The Summer of Broken Rules. Like I said, we're supposed to read it this summer. I'm a little behind, and I hope we get to read it soon, before August is over. But yeah, I can't wait to read this one, Summer of Broken Rules. It's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. That's sad. Let's see what this is going to be about. Right here is a Riley Sager book. Kind of been into his books a little bit. And here's one that I haven't read one yet, but I've been collecting his book, buying his books. I shouldn't say collecting. And it's The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. I don't know if any of you have read this, but I heard it's pretty good. So I got this thriller book, put in part of my thriller books that I'm collecting. And then I have these two books that I also got together. It's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and it's the Killer Instinct Inheritance. It's not part of the Inheritance games, but it's like the Inheritance games. So if you like that, then you're gonna love these. And actually, they've been pretty perfect and pretty darn good, so from what I hear. So again, I got 1 and 2, and I can't wait to read them. I got Bully by Penelope Cruz. I hear there's a lot of bullying in this one. There's a lot of triggers. I think you should look up the triggers when you want to read this book. See if it's something that you can stomach. But other than that, I hear it's a really great book. So I can't wait to read this one. And then I have The Night Swim, which is also a thriller. It is a series. I'm not sure what the other 2 books are about, but if I like this book, then I might look into getting the other 2 books. And it's by Megan Golden. A blistering plot and a crisping writing, an unputtable down read. So that should be good. Let's see. The next book is another one that I can't wait to read because it's fantasy, and it's called The Curse of Saints. And The Curse of Saints is about, let's see, is about an elite spy and the queen's third in command. Aya has dedicated herself to a life of discipline and duty, using her gods-given abilities to keep dark magic from ever returning to the realm. Her oath ensures she will always act to protect those she fights alongside, including Will, the queen's enforcer and Aya's brittle rival. Forced by circumstance to work together, Aya and Will struggle to come to an uneasy truce, but when tragedy strikes, Aya instinctively reacts, unleashing a power that hasn't been seen in over 500 years. Shaken, she's confronted by an impossible truth, one that threatens the precious grip she keeps on control, one that forces her to work with Will to discover who or what she really is, and one that could turn her into a weapon in a war she doesn't know how to win. With Will by her side and untold power to her fingertips, Aya will have to decide, has she been sent to save the realm she loves or to destroy it? And that sounds like a good book. I can't wait to read that one. Yeah, and that's The Curse of Saints by Kate Drumis. And the next book, this is the last book on the second row, and this is A Deal with the Elf King, a Married to Magic novel. And there's that one. Okay, now we're on the third. I have not jumped on the bandwagon to read this book. Everybody and their mother have read this book, and I have not read it. I have to open it up and read it. I heard it's really good. It's fast-paced. It's an easy read, and I still haven't read it. I have so many books, I don't know what to do. But I have to read it, and I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I'm going to read it hopefully this month. So, it's The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Okay, the third pile is, this one here is funny. I thought it was going to be funny. I was intrigued by it. I wanted it. And I don't know, I just thought it was cute. And it's called The Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. And there's that. And I think that's going to be hilarious, so that's why I can't wait to read it. It's just right up my alley. This scary one I heard is really good. It's called The Troop. Once a year, a scoutmaster, Tim Riggs, leads a troop of boys into the Canadian wilderness for a weekend camping trip. A tradition as comforting and reliable as a good ghost story around a roaring bonfire. But when an unexpected intruder stumbles upon their campsite, shockingly thin, disturbingly pale, and voraciously hungry, Tim and the boys are exposed to something far more frightening than any tale of terror. The human carrier of a bioengineered nightmare. A horror that speeds faster than fear. A harrowing struggle for survival with no escape from the elements, the infected, or one another. Wow. I want to read this now. That sounds good. Anyways, there's that one. And next book, and that one's The Troop by Nick Cutter. Next one we have is Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. Everything I want in a fantasy book. So today will rise. Annie and Lee were only children when revolution changed the world, giving everyone a chance to test into the governing class of dragon riders. Ooh, there's dragons. Now they are both rising stars in the new regiment. Even though Annie's low-born family was executed by dragonfire while Lee was born to the various aristocrats who used to rule the city at childhood at the same orphanage, I lost my place. With the war on the horizon, Lee must choose to kill the only family he has left, or to betray everything he's come to believe in, and Annie decide whether to protect her dearest friend or step into the champion the city needs. Loyalty and love are tested in this gripping adventure that asks what matters most, family you were born into or the one you've chosen. Oh wow, that's gonna be good too. Good, good, good. So far, these have been good books. This one too I want to read. This has been on my TBRS. I'm thinking about TBS. Anyways, These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. It's been on my TBR forever, and I haven't had a chance to read it, and I cannot wait to read it. Again, I hope I make it this fall to read it. I have to read it this fall. It gives me fall vibes. I just can't wait to read it during the fall. So that's These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Okay, the next one is The Wicked Remains, a Grim Rose Girls novel. There's this one. And at Grimrose Academy, a fairy tale curse has deadly consequences. Ooh, it's at an academy. I like that. That one looks good. This one looks like, not creepy. Well, I guess creepy. Just, I don't know, weird. And I can't wait to read it. It's like the truth is found between the stories we're fed and the stories we hunger for. So, like these people that eat books. So the people who eat books lives a secret line of people whom books are food. And when they retain all of the book's content after eating it, to them, spy novels are peppery snacks. Romance novels are sweet and delicious. Eating a map can help remember the destinations, and children, when they misbehave, are forced to eat dry, musty pages from dictionaries. Devon is part of the family of an old and reclusive clan of book eaters. Her brothers grow up feasting of stories of valor and adventure, and Devon, like all other book eater women, is raised on a careful, curated diet of fairy tales and cautionary stories. But real life doesn't always come with happy endings, as Devon learns when her son is born with a rare and darker kind of hunger, not for books, but for human minds. So, that's gonna be creepy. Next book I got is called One Last Rainy Day, The Legacy of a Prince. And this is the Ravenhood Legacy. And I don't know too much about this. And that's the book. It's blue, really blue, and dark. Huh. Doesn't say really much anything in the back. Once upon a time, there lived a man with a vengeance-filled heart that held too many secrets, and a woman pure of soul, intent on uncovering them. What they failed to realize that though the storm their love would create, a legacy be born. Huh. I don't know about that one, but we'll see how that one turns out. This one is called The Coach. And I want to read this one. I noticed that other people's books, their book is like a dark blue color, but mine didn't come out that way. Mine was more of a brown color, but it's called The Coach. He's a football star, single dad, and once a long time ago, mine. I spent the better part of my decade forgetting Ford Ellis. If he had just stayed away from Montana, I might have erased the memory of his striking blue eyes, rugged smile forever. Avoiding him was easy when the only place I saw his face was ESPN, and a remote control could fix that problem. So, yeah, this is going to be a good book. Next book we have is called Colty. This is another book I'm excited to read. It's another one of Mariana Zapata's books. Again, she's a slow read, and she likes to write thick books. This is a book, and it's called Culty, the sports book. And I'm not too sure exactly what this book is about. I want to say it's a book about a girl wanting and is falling in love with her coach. But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's something like that. But this is the book, so it's big, but it's supposed to be good. And we're down to 3 more books, you guys. We're almost done. Okay, the last one is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I've been getting so many of her books. I like her. I like her writing. And this is supposed to be secrets, betrayal, seduction, power, welcome to the Alexandrian society. So it's about like a secret society and stuff. And then there's another part too, the paradox. And that's supposed to be really great as well. This is also, I think it's going to be its own series. I'm not quite sure. I know that's what I've heard, but I'm not quite sure. So this is The Vampire Conqueror by Carissa Broadbent, and it's Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. And that is the book. It's really pretty. God, it seems so dark in here. And yep, that's it. And the last one, ta-da, the last one is Best Friend's Exorcism. I thought that would be really cool to read this book and see what it's all about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It just reminds me of the 80s. It's so funny. It's funny. I used to be scared, you know, of scary when I was young, which wasn't long ago. I'm lying. When I was young, we were scared of like Freddy Krueger, Jason, what's another one? Michael Myers. That was my, oh, I hated Michael Myers. That man scared me. The music, everything. But nowadays, I don't see that many scary movies anymore that really freak you out, you know? Just a bunch of jump scares and stuff, but not like those movies they used to have back in the day. They're not like that anymore. Anyways, well, that's it for today. Thank you for sticking around if you're here for the whole amount of time. Next video will be about book recommendations and what I've read in the month of, I don't know, should I say the month of? I didn't read a lot in August, so we'll say what I've read from the end of August into September. And maybe take you guys on a vlog or a book shopping haul or something, and what I do in a day. Sounds like fun. Which is, I don't know. We'll plan something fun. We'll go shopping. Oh, that sounds like fun. Shopping. I love shopping. Okay, guys. Well, anyways, glad you guys were here. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Press the like button. If you've been here already and you're a subscriber, thank you for the support. I love you guys. Come back to my next video, and I can't help to see you guys next time. Okay? Love you guys.